Hey, Meghann Scully, and welcome to the Limerick Post Show and our very first interview of 2022. Karl Daly of Humanli, how are you getting on?
Great, Meghann. How are you? Happy
I'm
New
so
Year
good.
to you. Thanks
Happy
for
New
giving
Year
me
to
the
you
time.
too. I feel like we can still say that because, it's still only, I suppose, I kind of considered this almost the first week of January.
Yeah. Well, I think it is because I think I was back doing a few things last week, but it was very quiet. There was nobody around. And yeah, I think this is the first full week. So
Yeah.
I think we're all. So if you haven't got into your New Year's resolutions last week, do it this week.
Exactly.
Give it a few days. Yeah, give it a few days off. Yeah, it is. It's kind of happening now. It's happening now. Definitely.
And of course, the reason we're talking about is the event, Music for Mental Health. It is back for 2022. Very exciting. This Sunday, 4 p.m. in Dolan's. But what can we expect from this year's gig?
Yeah, well, look, I have to say it's been difficult. We didn't do it in 2021, obviously because of COVID. And it's been touch and go with 2022 as well because of all the changes in the rules. And we originally were to have it on Friday at the usual time, 8 p.m. to close, but we've changed it to Sunday. So I think we've put together a lovely event. It'll be a matinee event starting at 4 p.m. on Sunday the 16th, which is next Sunday in Dolan's Warehouse. The kind people in Dolan's have given us the space. We have a great lineup. I think it'll be very exciting. And the other thing that people need to be aware of is that we are going to handle it accordingly within the COVID protocols. It'll be an all-seater event. The maximum amount of people we will have there is 150 people, and that's including the acts and the people kind of running the event on the sidelines as well. So it'll be a nice, intimate setting, all seated, as I said, and lots of variety for the people in the show. So I think it's a great event. So if you get onto the eventmaster.ie to get your tickets. Now we have a lot of the tickets pre-sold because you're probably aware, Meghann, we had another event called To the Moon, which has been running since kind of mid-November, which was getting people out and exercising over the winter, and they could fundraise for the charities that we're supporting, and they could also buy tickets for the Music for Mental Health event as part of the package. And based on the ticket sales there, we have about 75 of the tickets, which is probably half the capacity sold, and the others then are out on sale. So you need to get kind of acting quickly if you want to come along on Sunday.
Absolutely incredible. And tell us about some of the acts that you've seen on stage on Sunday.
Yeah, we have a very interesting lineup. So we have an act called Afro Pop City, which are a collaboration of ethnic musicians and artists who are going to come on and show what they do. So basically, they're all Limerick-based people from different countries. And the idea is that they got together to collaborate and celebrate their own music and their own backgrounds and put that out there to the Limerick public. So they're going to showcase what they do as part of Music for Mental Health. We have Emma Langford, who has been a fantastic supporter of the event since day one. So she's going to come along and perform. We have the Stray Saints, who are like our regulars and come along and play what the audience wants to hear, headed up by James Ring. We have the Lost Boys, who are a young band, Limerick-based band, and they have their own music, so they're original. And then we have a young lady called Leah Barneville, who is in the operatic space. She's only 19 years of age, and she got to the semi-final of Britain's Got Talent when she was 14 years of age. So she does contemporary and operatic as a mix. So she's taking part in our show as well on Sunday. So I think we have a nice mix there for people. We'll have a couple of other pieces to support the charities and to highlight the fact that this is all about mental health and mental health awareness. So there'll be little pieces in between the acts to push that forward. We have a lady in particular called Mary Hulgrain, and she is the goalkeeper for the ladies Kildare football team and a former all-star. But she has a fantastic story to tell about her own mental health struggles and how she's got to where she is now. There is a little surprise. She will be raising her profile a little bit on Friday evening, but we can't say why or where. But you'll see it on Twitter. We'll certainly be tweeting about it. So yeah, so looking forward to meeting Mary and hearing what she has to say. And hopefully you'll be chatting to her on stage.
Incredible. And of course, the charities involved. Who are you raising money for this year?
Yeah, well, look at again before we talk about the charities again, just to say that you've agreed to come on board. And we really thank you because you've been a great supporter of the event in the past. So it'll be great to have you on stage interviewing the charities. So basically, we've 6 charities that are being supported by the event, and they are Blue Box, and they look after kind of creative arts therapy for children, give them a little bit of space, children who are going through trauma, etc. They have space up in South Hill in their premises, and they go to the schools as well to bring their services. We have Claire's Wish, and Claire's Wish basically grants wishes to terminally ill adults. So it's people over 18 who have been given that terrible diagnosis that they're terminally ill. They put maybe their last wish together, and it tends to be things to do with their family, etc. So they do all of that. We have Cleana's Foundation, who a lot of people are very familiar with in Limerick, and Cleana's help the families of sick children. The idea is to financially help them when they're going through their struggles with the child who has long-term illness and what that entails. We have Corpus Christi, who do fantastic work out my Ross. So they have the school, but they also have a wellness hub, and the wellness hub provides different counselling services to kids and their families. So it's about supporting that. We have the Lime Tree Theatre, and the Lime Tree is one, it's a strange one, and they'll say that to themselves that they are a charity, but the whole idea, and you know yourself, is about arts and getting people together and mingling and looking at arts and expressing themselves, and that's what they do in that space. And they have found it difficult over the last 24 months because they can't bring people into the beautiful venues, the Bell Table and the Lime Tree. So we're supporting them. And the final one then is a charity that's close to your own heart, which is the Limerick Suicide Watch. And we've supported Limerick Suicide Watch in Music for Mental Health many times, each time that we've had the event. And this is the fourth, by the way, the fourth Music for Mental Health. So again, look at Limerick Suicide Watch. We know what they do. The river, they're patrolling, they're there. You know, initially it was to try and prevent people, you know, causing harm to themselves. But they have actually, you know, they've really evolved over the years, and they provide counselling services as well. So they're a fantastic service to the city. So they're the 6 charities we're helping. So I think there's a broad range there.
Yeah, I think there's a really great variety there, you know, so many connected to Limerick as well. And I think it's going to be an incredible event. And I think it's nice to have a matinee as well, because it gives people something to do on a Sunday, and you can have a nice evening for yourself. And then instead we'll all be home before the curfew comes in. But Karl Daly, you mentioned there tickets from Eventmaster.
Eventmaster.ie. If you log on to eventmaster.ie and just put in Music for Mental Health, and you'll go straight into the page. Now it's on our website as well. If people find it easier to go onto humanli.ie, humanli.ie, you'll also see on the home page a link to the Music for Mental Health page. And again, you can buy the tickets there. If you want to support the charities and can't come to the event, or not comfortable coming to the event for any reasons, you can also do that on the humanli.ie page or the Eventmaster page. So you can actually just give a donation towards the charities, and it's all set up automatically with Stripe accounts directly to the charities accounts, so there's no messing with money, etc. It goes straight into the charities Stripe accounts, and it's all handled electronically. So it's very easy to do that. So that's where you can support. So you can come along, or you can support by means of a donation.
And I'll include all the links as well below with the description. Karl Daly of Humanli, we look forward to Sunday, of course, at Dolan's Music for Mental Health 2022. And thank you so much for chatting to us on the Limerick Post Show.
Thanks a million, Meghann. I really appreciate the time as always. Thanks again, and see you all on Sunday.